Hey guys, so welcome back. Happy New Year to everybody. 2025, here we come. Anyways, today I wanted to do a video about my experience buying a Tesla Model 3. So, what you're looking at now is the website for Tesla. I want to go over something real quick and then I'll show you the car that I bought, the ins and outs of it, and we'll just kind of go from there and I'll give you kind of little things that happened to me along the way. But, anyways, without further ado, let's start with the website because here's the thing. When you go into a Tesla dealership, you're not dealing with typical car salesmen because these Tesla, I'm going to call them cashiers kind of. They don't make commission off of sales, all right, like normal car salesmen do. And because of that, the price is the price. There's no haggling, there's no deal making, there's no nothing. It's the price is the price, and that's it. And the only time the price might change up or down, good or bad, is when everything gets submitted to the financial company, the bank, and they check your credit and everything like that. But anyways, so basically, what's going to happen? You're going to walk into the Tesla dealership, and they're going to greet you, and they're going to sit down with you at a table, and they're going to do exactly what you can do at home. So pretty much, they told me that I could have done this at home before going in. Normally people go into dealerships to try and make a deal, see what the price is. You're just basically going into the Tesla dealership to see, if they have what you like and what the price will be. And you can do all that from home. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Tesla.com, you're going to go to vehicles, and you're going to go to whichever model you like. So I got the Model 3. So basically, you'll click on the Model 3 and order now, and you're going to go through all these steps on the right, and you have to pick everything you want, right? And after you pick everything you want, it's going to come up with a price in the end. Now the price in the end that they're going to give you again might change based on your credit, and I'm going to tell you what happened with me. So anyways, you're going to go through, you're going to pick one of these. I'm just going to do what I did. So I picked the basic on everything. As you see, it's going to have to be 3,000 down. You're going to have to put something down when you sign. So right now it's 299, 2,999 down. But anyways, I did the stealth gray. I did the 18-inch wheels, black interior. Everything is more expensive, as you can see. So if you click on, let's say, red, all of a sudden at the bottom it goes up. So I just click stealth gray, whatever. You go through it, this and that, blah blah blah, charging. And at the end, basically what you're doing now is you're creating your own vehicle. So they probably don't have this in stock at your local Tesla dealership. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to create this, and you're going to have to order this, and it's going to have to be shipped to whatever dealership is closest to you. And then that's how it's going to work. Now, there is a way to check their inventory and see what they want, but if you're very specific on what you want, then it's going to take some time. And if you're going to do an order, a specific order and not a car they already have at the dealership, you're going to have to pay a $250 reservation fee, and you'll get that back when the car arrives. That just holds your reservation, and in the end, it'll count towards the money you have to put down. So that's what you basically do for this, and this is what they're going to do in the dealership. They're just going to go with you and say, "Oh, what are you looking for? Long range or performance? What color do you like? What interior?" You're just going to sit there and tell them what you like. They're just going to click on these things. So it's exactly the same as if you were in the dealership, what you can do at home. So you can just do this at home, and then you can get, and it'll tell you exactly how much it is a month and exactly how much is due at signing, and then you can actually see, you can see details on why you owe this and everything. So that's that. If you want to go to, let's see here. Let's go to Tesla.com. And so instead of going there, what we'll do is we'll go to vehicles and we'll go to inventory. So you go to inventory. These are the cars that are already in stock. and they're already in stock at the dealership or are in transit on their way. Now the in transit ones, you still have to put the $250 deposit down, all right, to hold that reservation. Um, and so here, this is my. You'll put in your zip code. It'll put within 50 miles. You'll put in whatever model you want, and it'll show you all the models that are coming or are already there. And if you click on it, it'll give you all the details of the car. You can go through. Sorry, I'm just eating a piece of ice, and it'll show you everything that's included with this car. All right. So those are your two options. You can order the car specifically to how you want it, pay the $250, and then it'll get delivered to your local dealership, or you can check the inventory and check cars that are already there or in transit. And like I said before, cars that are in transit on their way to the dealership that you're looking at, that's going to be a $250 reservation fee. All right. So basically, so I found the car that I wanted. It was in transit. So the car that I wanted, it pretty much looks like this. And you're going to see it in a minute. I'm going to show you the actual car that I got. The car I wanted was in transit, and it was coming within like a few days, and I had to put a $250 deposit down, which ended up, when it finally came, that money was included into the money that you have to put down, all the fees and stuff. So you get that back, and so that's what I did. And the Teslas are very reasonable. And what ended up happening with me is they gave me a price on the car, which is, you could see it, like I showed you, based on what you want to order or the specific details of the car. You'll see the price, and they'll give you the price. And then what will happen is they're going to submit it to a few different banks, one of which is Tesla Financial. Another thing I'll tell you is that I'll just finish my statement. Whichever bank gives you the best deal and the best rate, they're going to, that's the deal. That's the bank that they'll offer to you. Obviously, you're going to take the best deal. For me, Tesla Financial was the best deal. And with Tesla Financial, another good thing is if you lease the car, at any point during the lease, if you feel like you're going over in miles, if you're only allowed a certain amount of miles per, year. So if you're going to go over, you can actually purchase more miles at a reasonable rate, which is pretty cool. Normally, you can't do that with a leased car. Pretty much whatever you pick at the beginning is what it is, and if you go over, you get charged a lot of money per mile. So they submitted it. Tesla Financial came back, and what they pretty much said is they actually offered me a better deal than originally was offered, which rarely happens. But the only kicker is that they wanted me to put more money up front, so like an extra $2,000 down up front, but I got a way lower monthly payment. So all in all, the deal was better. It just required a little bit more upfront money. So so that's what happened, and I signed the deal, and I did 3 years, and I did $10,000 a year or 10,000 miles a year, and I can always purchase more. And the charging, I'll talk about the charging real quick, and then I'll show you the car that I bought. Charging is not included, so they pretty much recommend if you buy a Tesla to get the home charger that's installed. Yeah, let me see if I can show it to you real quick. Tesla.com, vehicles, Model 3. I'm just going to show it to you. Order now, and then it'll say, let's see here. Charging. Yeah, okay. So for the $420 home charger, if you buy a Tesla, you don't lease, you buy. They recommend this one, obviously. You install it. I think like FPL or somebody will install it for you. I ended up leasing the car, so they recommended the $250 charger. It's cheaper. It's a mobile charger. You can take it on the go. It plugs into a regular outlet. The only problem is You only get 5 miles for every hour charge, which is like really nothing. I mean, the only time that's good is if you only drive around town and you don't do any long trips. With the $250 mobile charger, it does come with an adapter for free with the $250. And with that, that actually has to plug into a 240 volt battery, or I'm sorry, 240 volt outlet, which is kind of like what your washer and dryer plug into, and an electrician can do that for you. So currently, I didn't buy either. You also, they're supercharging. Like you go to a station, you supercharge, and it's about 10 to $15 for a full charge, and it takes about, I would say, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, something like that. So you get, when you lease or buy a car, Tesla, you get 3 free months of supercharging, and you get 3 free months of the self-driving, where the car just drives itself, which is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, so right now I'm just using the 3 months for free, and then honestly, I'll probably end up just doing the. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just end up just charging it at the stations and whatever. Um, the only downside of charging at the stations is that sometimes there's a wait. You know, you have to wait for people to finish charging their car, and somebody can plug in their car and leave and go somewhere and come back in 20 minutes. If they don't come back when the car is done charging, you get charged idle fees. So they'll charge you X amount of dollars for just not moving, because they want other people to be able to charge their car. But the problem with that is if you get someone who's really rich and doesn't care about that, and they're like, I'm just going to go out for lunch with my friend, come back in an hour, you can charge me idle fees, then you kind of get screwed a little bit if you're waiting for a charger. So all in all, you might want to buy a charger because of that. You might not. I don't really know. But the car does tell you all the different stations to where you can go charge it. But then, you know, you don't want to be driving around if the stations are busy. But anyway, all right. Without further ado, I'm going to show you my car, see what you guys think, and yeah, enjoy. All right, guys, so here it is. Here's my brand new car that I leased, the 2025 Tesla Model 3. The color is stealth gray, so it's like a gray black. One thing I did want to mention is that what I just showed you before when it comes to going on the website and doing everything that you can do at home before you go into the dealership, that's what I would do. Obviously, you go into the dealership to test drive the car. You want to see if you like it. But before you go in, I would do what I just showed you before. But anyways, so yeah, back to my car. These are the black wheels it came with. So pretty much everything on my car is base. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So this car was in transit. I love the color. I liked the rims. I loved everything about it. Obviously, you can pick and choose everything that you want. A different color. So stealth gray is the base one that it comes with, the cheapest. Any other color is a little bit more expensive. So pretty much everything starts at the base and everything is more expensive. The color is more expensive. If you want a different color, different wheels, different whatever. But the base on everything, which is this car, base colors and base everything, I loved, so I just took that. So anyways, but yeah, I just loved everything about it. I'll show you the interior in a second. It has, so the front lights are a little different than the old model. They're a little bit like more narrow. I think they look a lot cooler. There's a front trunk, there's a back trunk. I've only had this car for a couple weeks, so I'm still learning a little bit, so forgive me if I forget something. They have, when you try and turn lanes or put the turning signal on, it comes, there's side mirrors, which is pretty cool, but you'll see that. So yeah, typical push and pull. That took me a minute to figure out, I don't know why. But one main thing I like about this car is it comes with not only a bigger front screen, but it comes with a screen in the back, which I'll show you in a second, for the back seat passengers. And my family came in town, my nieces and nephews, and they're obsessed with it. when they get in my back seat, they go right to the YouTube and the games and stuff like that. One thing I'll tell you is that as I'm showing you all these cool accessories, the cup holders and stuff like that, is that when you're driving, you're not allowed to use Netflix or the video games it comes with or anything. As you can see, it's really cool when you're looking up. It's all glass roof. You can see the clouds and everything. Pretty cool. But so when it's in drive, you can't do that. But when your car is in park, here's the back screen. When your car is in park, you can watch Netflix, whatever. So car has to be in park, but the backseat screen you can use and do the video games and the Netflix whenever you choose, because obviously backseat people aren't driving the car. But anyway, so interior I think is pretty cool. There's no levers, as you can see right here. Everything is on the
open glove
steering
box.
wheel, like the blinkers and everything like that. I just opened the glove compartment through command, so you can command it to open. It doesn't just open. That's one thing you have to command with the little microphone button right there. You just command it and say open glove box. As far as the features on the screen with the car, I didn't go into huge details with that. There's a lot to go over with that, but another cool thing with this car is the ambient lighting. We're going to get to that in a second, but the other cars I believe didn't have the ambient lighting, which goes all around the car, even around the front, which I've not seen in any cars. I used to drive a BMW and it had the ambient lighting, but only like on the sides, like where the doors are. This car goes from the back doors, the back seat doors, all the way to the front and around the front. So you'll see that in a second. Another cool feature, now I'm showing you the ambient lighting, which is pretty cool. A lot of the colors to choose from. Some cars only give you a few colors to choose from. This, you can choose whatever you want. Another cool feature of this car is Smart Summon, and you're going to be using that from your app. So basically, it's kind of like a valet. So basically, what you'll do here is if you're at like the mall or something like that, and you walk out of a store and you're like, I don't feel like walking to my car, or you forgot where you parked, just stay where you're at the curb, and you're going to use your app, which I'll show you in a second. You're going to click on the Smart Summon feature, and you have to turn that on the screen right here somewhere. I believe we just passed it, but you'll have to turn that on, and your car will pretty much drive up to you and pull up to the curb, pretty much like it's valet, like a valet person's doing it. All right. I think that's pretty cool. I haven't tried that yet, but that's cool. And then as far as the self-driving goes, I tried the self-driving. It's a little wonky. It's a little nerve-wracking, so I don't really plan on using that much anymore. And plus, you have to pay more for it. It's only free for 3 months, so I won't use it. But anyways, that's another cool feature to definitely at least try out. So this is like the home screen with the apps that I just showed you. AC is pretty cool. You can aim where that little how do I say it? To aim where you want the air to come out. If you're a taller or shorter person, you have to grab that kind of like moving white cloud and you kind of move it around.
Turn AC
That's kind of different.
to 5.
But yeah, so there's a lot of different features in this car that I'm still learning.
Air conditioning
But
to mode 5.
overall, so far, really love the car. Already told you pretty much the only downside to this car, honestly, the only thing I do not like so far. I don't love the self-driving, but that's just because here we go. I was just showing you how to do the air conditioning right here. I don't love the self-driving just because it just makes me nervous. So I don't really know if I technically don't like that. I just don't want to use it. But the only thing I really don't like is the charging at the stations. You show up and all the things might be full, and you have to wait. And like I mentioned that before, and that kind of sucks. And then you never know how long you're going to wait. So if you don't like waiting, if you're not patient, then yeah, definitely get the home charger, which I might end up doing in general. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the whole little tutorial on the car that I got. In a second, I'm going to show you how to use the app That's the key card that I just showed you. The car comes with 2 key cards, and but primarily you'll be using your app to drive the car and unlock the car. But the key cards are just like in case of emergency, you lose your phone or something like that. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Now let's go move to the app, and I'll show you how to use that. All right, guys, we're back. We're going to use the Tesla app. So basically what's going to happen with the Tesla app is that when you first get the car, they're going to tell you to download the app. And the app is pretty much the control center, and it's going to have everything you need for the car, everything you're going to need for the car. So you're definitely going to need the app. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And you can do a lot of things with the app. You can open the trunk. You can open the front, which is the trunk in the front. You can unlock the car, lock the car, honk the car horn, flash your lights, whatever you want to do, which is pretty cool. You're going to do the smart summon feature from this if you want to use that. It's going to tell you your VIN number, your model number, your if you're financing the car, what you're currently paying, everything like that. As you can see here, you can heat up the seats, or you can make the seats cooler. It'll tell you the temperature in the car and the temperature outside. You can adjust the temperature. It'll tell you how much battery you have left. It'll tell you the location of your car. This is the Smart Summon feature. You're going to have to click Come to Me, and you're going to have to hold that wherever you are, and it'll come to you, which I think is really, really cool. I think that would come in really handy when you go to like a concert or a sporting event, and there's like a million cars and you can't find your car. I haven't tried that yet, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it'll have your VIN number. It'll have if you're financing the car, it'll have what you're currently paying and when payment is due, or if you're leasing the car. So pretty much what I'm saying is, like I said before, the app is the control center. It has everything that you're going to need, and you're going to have to download this app. It even has the roadside assistance. So if you get pulled over, or not pulled over, if you have a problem, your car breaks down, or you have a flat tire, you'll click the roadside that's at the bottom, and then you'll follow the prompts, and it'll tell you what to do. You can purchase features through here. You can purchase upgrades. That's what I kind of meant. Features, new upgrades, stuff like that. But yeah, you're going to do everything through this. So you're definitely going to have to download this and use it. And it's going to be pretty much your key as well to get into your car. And the last but not least, I probably should have mentioned this a lot sooner, but the last thing I'll mention is how it drives. So they have something called one pedal driving. It's very different. So there's obviously a gas pedal and there's a brake, but the way this car drives, it's kind of hard to describe, but it's the car, once you let off the gas, the car kind of brakes by itself. When you first drive the Tesla, it's going to seem a little weird. It's going to seem a little jerky, but I promise you, I thought the same thing, and I'm like, there's no way I can get this car. It's making me like car sick. But I promise you, within a few days, even just the second time I test drove the car, I got used to it. It takes a couple of days to get used to it, and then all of a sudden, you're fine. So don't let that deter you. The one pedal kind of regenerative braking kind of driving. They kind of compare it to driving a golf cart. How it runs with the one pedal driving. But anyways, just wanted to mention that. Don't let that deter you away from the car. It just takes a couple days to get used to, I promise, and then you'll be good. All right. Should have mentioned that earlier, but anyways, that is a main thing, because I have talked to other people and they said, this one person, one of my cousins said she test drove the car and she's like, I can't do it. The driving's weird and I was getting car sick. And I told her, I promise you, I'm like one of the people that get the most car sick in the whole world, and I got used to it. So you'll get used to it, promise. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this helps. If you're looking into Teslas, you like Teslas, I definitely recommend them. I've had a great experience so far. I love my car. I think it looks awesome. I think the exterior looks even better than the older model. But yeah, hope this comes in handy. Definitely go check out the car. I highly recommend it. All right, guys, have a great day. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.